so much for joining me on my program once again. I appreciate you wherever you're joining me from. I say good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Accept my greeting according to your time zone. If you have not subscribed to my channel, please kindly subscribe to my channel. Click the notification bell so that you'll be notified anytime I upload a video. You can be among the first to receive it. Then go to the comment section at all times. Leave your comment, drop your contribution. If you have suggestions, make it out there. If you have any criticism, put it down on the comment section. It will make us to get better, presenting you a better program. Thank you so much.
This was what their plan was. When they were building Tinubu, you'll be surprised. Why is it that with all the criminal charges against Tinubu, he has never been jailed? Why is it that all his criminal cases against him, he has never been prosecuted? Before your own very eyes, during election, you saw a bullion van, 2 billion van going to the home of Tinubu. And everybody kept quiet. Nobody spoke about it up to today. He wasn't prosecuted up to today. Even in the face of that state, they allowed him to conduct the election. This case of being a drug baron, they knew about it even before he contested. All those information should be available. Somebody that his identity is questionable. His identity from A to Z is questionable. Nobody knows his state of origin. Nobody knows his date of birth. Nobody knows the kind of business he's doing. And nobody knows even his name. And yet, he rose to the stage of contesting for presidency. And after contesting the presidency, he still maneuvered his way to pronounce himself as the winner. And all of a sudden, you think you can go and overturn it in the court. You're a joker. The same court that was not able to jail him all this while. With all the money he stole in Lagos State. The same court that was not able to jail him. And now they are preparing to put him as the president. And you think after May 29th, then you will see something different. You are a dreamer. Keep on dreaming. Keep on dreaming. And some of them are hoping on their prayers. We know there is power in prayer, but you don't deceive yourself with prayers. Prayer without work is rubbish, is in vain. Why is it now that you remember to pray? Why didn't you do your work? Where were you? Were you sleeping when you allowed him to contest, let alone winning? Were you sleeping? All this rubbish you are saying today, didn't you see it before now? Didn't you see it before now? As if that is not enough. The man we are even talking about is not even healthy. If it was to be a healthy man, that's a different thing. His health alone is why you should know that that is an evil plan by the Caliphate. His health alone will let you know that the Boko Haram want to take over Nigeria by force through Tinubu. A desperate man who told his son. And if for him to get the presidency means sacrificing every human being in that Zuluka Republic, he will do so. That is his death wish. Just to be pronounced as a president, and that is it. That is what he wants. And then the Boko Haram will take over the country. Already, the Boko Haram has succeeded in planting a vice president. And people are pretending as if it's okay. As if the former information they had was not enough. Even after pronouncing him as the vice president, now he is visiting his members. He's visiting the terrorists. He's visiting the bandits, speaking to them, laughing with them, and taking pictures with the bandits. And you think this is normal. And you're not worried. You're not scared. You don't want to wake up. Well, there's no problem. Keep on sleeping. Keep on sleeping. I appreciate Chukwu Kabiama for he has already given us the light. Chukwu Kabiama loved the Biafran people so much. That's why he began to give us information before now. From 2011, Mazen Nane kind of began to cry for what is going on today. Nobody paid attention. Nobody paid attention. Up to the time they took him to prison, they released him, they tried to take his life. Chukwu Kabiama saved him. And they come the second one today, and they took him away and kidnapped him. And Chukwu Kaduna still never left the Biafran people. He gave us another person, Master Simon Epa, the Prime Minister of Biafra Republic in exile. And today, against all odds, against all attack, against all criminality, against all blackmail, Master Simon Epa is standing firm, making wave across the world, breaking doors, opening doors that looks impossible to open. For your information, our Prime Minister of Biafra Republic in exile, Master Simon Epa, have opened so many doors. He has opened so many doors. Some of you are ignorant about all this information. That is why you are still busy talking trash. And some of you know about the information, but your envy and jealousy will not allow you. He has opened so many doors. The doors that our Mazen Nanekan was looking for somebody who will work with him to open. Today, even in his absence, Mazen Samaneka have moved forward to open those doors. The doors that people were stealing money from Mazen Nanekan to open. The doors that the criminals who surrounded Mazen Nandekano, we are pretending to be trying to open, but they were not doing anything. Mazen Nandekano, our spirit leader, cannot be everywhere. He did what he has to do. And when you see the kind of group Mazen Nandekano used to work for a decade, you have every reason to respect him. You will know that it's Chukwu Okara that sent him. If not for Chukwu Okara that sent Mazen Nandekano, it is impossible to work with this group of men we are seeing today and succeed. If not that it is the mandate of Chukwu Okara, there's no way you can work with this group of men that we are sacked from IPOB today. There's no way you can work with them and go as far as Mazen Nandekano has gone. But Mazen Nandekano did everything he has to do. Sensitize everybody, wake up everybody, finish his assignment before he was kidnapped. And yet, he continued. He gave us his own disciple, Master Samuel, and today still making waves. They kidnapped Mazen Nandekano, and they thought that would be the end of Biafra. They didn't know that that would be the beginning. That would be the speedy coming of the Biafra. They kidnapped Mazen Nandekano. They thought by now nobody will be talking about Biafra anymore. But they kidnapped Mazen Nandekano, gave Biafra more wings, more strength. Our supreme leader, who they are holding captive after kidnapping him, he is still there praying earnestly for you and I. Our supreme leader, Mazen Nandekano, is on a missionary journey, praying for you and I, and his prayers are doing wonders. His prayers are doing wonders out here. They thought they would shut him up, but his voice is louder than you can imagine. The voice of Mazen Nandekano is louder than you can ever imagine. Every one of us speaking today, we are speaking the voice of Mazen Nandekano. Our Prime Minister of the Republic in exile is speaking the voice of Mazen Nandekano. The whole world today is talking about Mazen Nandekano. Every diplomatic move that our spokesperson and Prime Minister is making today, Mazen Nandekano voice is heard there. And I bet you, we are better off today than we were yesterday. And the zoo know that. The zoo know that very well. Mazen Nandekano told them that the imposter will be the last president of that Zolka Republic. And of course, it will. That word will come to pass. Yeah, then continue to pretend. With all the prediction we are seeing about 29th, it doesn't matter. If they put in their new government, good for us. If they didn't put in their new government, good for us. Whichever way they decide to choose, it is going to hasten our moving out of the Zolka Republic. Whichever one they choose, either the inauguration or no inauguration, it is going to hasten the coming of Biafra. It is going to hasten the coming of Biafra. And that is why our spokesperson and Prime Minister is on a speed, making diplomatic moves on a daily basis, touching the people that need to be touched, speaking to people that need to be spoken to, making the voice of Biafran people heard all over the world. So you wouldn't say you are not told. You wouldn't say you're not told. When it begins to happen, you won't say you are not told. I don't think anybody today will say he's not aware. Every international community that needs to be informed have been informed, either by writing or in person by a consultation, they have all been met. And we will never stop until we restore Biafra fully. That restoration is going to happen. That restoration is going to happen. No matter what the enemy is doing, no matter the kind of propaganda, blackmail, hindrances, obstacles that are coming right, left, and center, we will never stop. We will never, ever, ever stop. We will never stop. Let the enemy continue to do what they are doing. Let them continue to push their lies and propaganda. Biafra is going to come in 2023. And my advice to you, if you are a true Biafra, you are from the old southeastern region, the earlier you key in, the better for you. The earlier you key in, the better for you. As for those of you who are acting as informants against their own brothers, Chukwu himself will destroy you. You are destroying yourself. You think that after acting as informant, they will love you. No enemy is going to love you. When you are being an informant against your own brother, you are equally doing that informant against yourself. You think that the enemy will trust you after betraying your brother, after betraying your sister. You think the enemy will trust you. They will never trust you. In fact, you'll be one of the first people to be taken out when the game becomes hot. Because very soon, the game is going to change. The game is going to change. I urge every Biafran, wherever you are watching from, please hearken to instructions. Follow instructions. Follow instructions. Every instruction you hear from our spokesperson and Prime Minister of Biafra in exile, follow it up. It is for good. It is not to intimidate you. Whatever instruction you see Master Simon Ekpa giving, it is not to intimidate you. It is not to show superiority over you. Not at all. It is not to prove anything to you. Not at all. It is for your own good. It is for the good of Biafran people, for collective interest of every Biafran. I say it all the time. If Master Simon Ekpa chooses not to fight for Biafra, he has nothing to lose. He's living a good life in Finland. He has everything he needs. He has everything that any man can dream of. But yet, he put it aside and he's fighting. He's risking everything to fight for you and I. Go and look at our cabinet. All the members of the cabinet of Biafra government in exile. You have professors, doctors, well-learned people, well-to-do people on that very place. These people have good lives wherever they are. So it is not about them. It is not about them. It is about our collective interest. We need to have a home, a place we call our own home. As my corona, the Biafran people, we have outgrown individual exaltation. It is the individual exaltation and individual pride that kept us down in that zoo today. It is because of individual pride. That is why the political set cannot make a statement and a stance. The political set, because of their individuality, that is why they can never succeed in anything. Everybody wants to push himself forward. Omahi wants to be a president. Hope want to be a president. Peter want to be a president. So many of them want to have one post or the other. It is about them. It is just about them. They don't even care if their people is in support or they are following or not. That is why Dave Umahi can sacrifice everybody. He doesn't follow consultation. A phone call from the presidency, he approves. Just to make himself their good boy. Just to make himself the good boy in their book. Whatever they write to him, he accepts. Whatever they send to him, he buys to it. Without even consulting his own brothers. Selling out the freedom of the Biafran people, selling out the rights of the Biafran people at every given point in time, including giving out our lands. For his own personal interest, he wants to be seen as a good boy. So that when an opportunity comes, they use him to deceive you that they are giving you a post. If any position you give to a Umahi today, do you think that position is for the Biafran people? There's no position you give to Umahi today and he will represent Biafra people. Impossible. There is no position you will give Hope Uzodinma and he will represent the Biafran interest. Impossible. I have not seen any politician in Nigeria that you give a political post and he will represent the interest of the Biafran people. It doesn't exist. You have people in Yoruba land who will represent the interest of the Yoruba people, who will represent the interest of Oduduwa among their politicians. In the north, you see politicians representing the interest of the Arewa people. But in Biafra land, there is no politician that I can point and say, if you give this man this post, he will represent the interest of the people. No, it is all about them, their own personal interest. When you saw Andy Oba crying and you think he's crying because of you, he's not crying because of you. You saw Andy Oba complaining, you think he's doing it for you, it's not for you. You see Ojuso Okalo fighting for Senate president and talking. You think Ojuso Okalo is doing it for you? He's not doing it for you. The same Ojuso Okalo that told you that he doesn't care whether Muslim or whatever, he doesn't care. All of a sudden he begins to care. All of a sudden, when he gets to his time, his place he wants to contest, he begins to care. Every single politician, that I can't point anyone that will say that this very one, if you give him a post, he will fight for the interest of his people. No, it is only for their own interest and the interest of the Caliphate. Ojuso Okalo sold our land to the Caliphate. This Ruga we are talking about, he sold our land to the Fulani a long time ago. Dave Uma is giving and selling like anything. Not only selling, taking life for people to make sure that his master is happy. Hope Uzodinma is busy destroying Imo State. He's busy bringing the Fulanis, even giving them chieftaincy and building caliphate in Imo State. Is it Anambra State? Look at what Soludo is doing in Anambra State. Soludo have turned Anambra State to a burial ground. Soludo shamelessly came out and told you that among all the criminals he have been catching and all the kidnappers, none is from the north. It's only the Biafran people he's after. There is only Biafran people. They are the ones that commit crime. That is what he came to say. Is it Enugu State? Look at what is happening in Enugu. So none of them have your interest at heart. None of them, not even one. That is why we have to take our fate in our hand. The only way out we have today is the foundation led by our supreme leader, Mazen Nandekan, which our Prime Minister of the Federal Republic government in exile, Mazen Samareba, today is following. That is the only way. That's the only way out, and we must continue to support him. We must continue to follow him. We must continue to listen to him. No matter the attack you get from east, west, north, and south, the obstacles that are coming from right, left, and center, don't buy to it. Don't listen to it. Focus on that which matters. Don't pay attention to distractions and deceptions. If anybody is telling you that it's going to be better tomorrow, there is nothing that is going to be better as long as you remain in that contraption. Nothing is going to be better. It's to get worse. It will get worse. Already, look at the templates they put on the ground. It is easy to tell what is going to happen tomorrow in Nigeria. Nigeria is a country where you just look at it, you can be able to predict what is going to happen in the next minute. It's not difficult. You don't need to be educated to predict. You don't need any scientist or any microscope to look at it. Look at the people that are coming in. Look at their cabinet they are presenting. Look at their attitude to things and what they're doing. You know that it's not going to be good. Look at the man that is going out in a few weeks' time, either in a week plus or in a week plus time now. He's still asking for money to borrow. Even if it is mandatory to borrow, why not he allow the incoming government to go and do the borrowing? Why is he bent on borrowing that money within a few weeks? Why is he bent on borrowing money? Of course, they will borrow the money and they will share between themselves because they know that the Zuluka Republic is over. They know that Nigeria is over. So they are trying to accumulate as much money as they can be able to accumulate for themselves. Because even the one they have gotten, they can't be able to utilize it. They can't be able to invest it. But these are people who are daft. They don't know how to improve themselves. All they do is to steal and steal and steal and pack money, and that is it. They can't even invest the money. That is why you see today they are bent on taking the last portion. Hmm? Less than 2 weeks to go, and you are borrowing money. Money, not a small money. If it is mandatory, well, why don't you? It is still your party that's coming. Why don't you wait and hand them over? Let them go and make the borrowing by themselves. But as usual, they will borrow and share among themselves, as they have been doing before. They borrow and they share among themselves. Because it's obvious they know that Nigeria has ended. So every one of them is looking for the latest opportunity they have to steal as much as they can. And as you all know, the Senate will always approve it and take their own cut. So everything that happened in that contraption is about them, not about you. That is why when I see the poor masses still talking about one Nigeria, giving themselves false hope, I pity them. I pity them. I don't know why Nigerians are lying to themselves. They keep on lying themselves to them, giving themselves false hope. Even when it is obvious that nothing will get better, it will get worse. Still, they keep on lying to themselves, keep on lying to themselves, keep on lying to themselves. How long will you continue to push this lie? How long will you continue to peddle lies? How long? How long will you continue to push lie? How long? How long? Every Biafra must have to wake up as we entering into this phase of restoration of Biafra, starting from 29th of this month. Prepare yourself. Prepare yourself. If you have not joined the struggle, you better join. It doesn't matter your status. It doesn't matter your location. It doesn't matter the group you belong. It doesn't matter whether you're a politician, you're not a politician. Whichever area you say you are, the only thing that can save you in this new phase we're going to enter is for you to speak up as a Biafran. Take up your identity. If you deny your identity, you stand the risk of losing your life because of that. The only thing that can keep you safe is to accept your identity. Accept who you are. Return back to base. If you are not following Master Simon Ekpa on Twitter, I beg you, it is very important for you to follow him so that you can have updates. Updates are coming every minute, every second, so that you can know what is going on. We have made tremendous progress. We have made tremendous progress. We have gone so far, so very, very far that we can't be afford to go back. And the zoo themselves know. They know that we're not going back. Then they know that we made a lot of progress. That is why you see what is happening that is happening. But who cares? Our target is freedom. And we will definitely be free. No man born of a woman can stop our freedom. Nobody, no matter who you are, no matter what you think, no matter who sent you, you cannot stop our freedom. I appreciate everyone that have joined me on this very broadcast. Please share this broadcast, share it to family and friends, share it to one WhatsApp group. Every one of us that is watching, make sure you share this broadcast to one person, at least one person. Make sure you share this broadcast to at least one person. That is the only way we can be able to extend our message. You know that in social media, they don't send our notification to people. They try to press us and compress us and make sure that we don't reach out. But with your help and support, we can be able to reach out to people and pass information. So share. May Chukwu guide and protect every Biafran in Biafra land, every Oduduwan, every Middle Beltan, anyone that is genuinely seeking for freedom. Chukwu will protect you and give you freedom. May Chukwu guide and protect all our media warriors. Guide and protect Umuada, ESN, our volunteer force on the ground, the Biafra Liberation Army, the BNL. May Chukwu guide and protect every one of you. May Chukwu guide and protect our Prime Minister of the Biafra Republic of Master Simon Ekpa, and our spokesperson. May Chukwu continue to give him wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. Continue to protect him, both spiritual and physical. No affair we have power over him. May Chukwu continue to guide and protect our supreme leader, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. Wherever he is at this moment, we commit Mazen Nnamdi Kanu in the hand of Chukwu for divine grace, for divine protection, for divine healing, for divine safety. May Chukwu continue to carry him in his span, that no forces of the enemy will have power over him. who have sent us on this errand will lead us until we overcome. No weapon formed or fashioned against the Biafran people shall prosper. No weapon formed or fashioned against our Prime Minister of Biafra Republic in exile, Master Simon Ekpa, shall prosper. No weapon formed or fashioned against our Supreme Leader, Mazen Nandekan, shall prosper. I appreciate every one of you that have been patient with us in this very short broadcast. Thank you so much for joining us. I will be back again tomorrow by the special grace of God. Thank you so much and stay safe. Bye-bye. See you tomorrow.